The top stories: National Dialogue Commission to commence regional dialogue phase on Wednesday. And Ethio-Pakistani business forum kicks off in Addis Ababa. Hello and welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, with the latest news highlights of the hour. I am Tabitha John. To stay with us, Ethiopia and Kuwait have signed a memorandum of understanding to speed up collaboration on employment opportunities abroad. The MOU, which was formalized through a labor agreement, was signed by the Minister of Labor and Skills, Muferiat Kamil, and the Kuwaiti ambassador to Ethiopia, Naif Habs Al-Otaibi. The signing ceremony was attended by senior officials from both countries, including State Ministers for Labor and Skills, Solomon Soka and Daniel Teressa, the Ethiopian ambassador to Kuwait, Said Mohammed, and the Kuwaiti ambassador to Ethiopia, Naif Hannes Al-Otaibi. The agreement will have significant benefits in creating a cooperative environment where the rights and interests of Ethiopians who are employed in Kuwait will be protected and they will get legal employment opportunities. The Ethiopian Community Association in Dubai and the Northern Emirates purchased 100,000 USD worth of bond to commemorate the 13th anniversary of the laying of the foundation stone for the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam Gird. During the ceremony, Ambassador Aklilu Kabere, Consul General of Ethiopian Consulate in Dubai and Northern Emirates, highlighted the significance of this anniversary and thanked the community for their ongoing support. Association Chairman Andris Bunsuru expressed the initiative behind in the bond purchase, emphasizing the community's commitment. Since the dam's inception, the Ethiopian Community Association in Dubai and the Northern Emirates has purchased bonds worth 550,000 USD, demonstrating strong support for the flagship project, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In business, the Ethiopia-Pakistan Business Consultation Forum kicks off today. More than 80 Pakistani businessmen that arrived in Addis Ababa on Sunday and high officials from various Ethiopian government institutions and representatives from the Pakistan Chamber of Commerce are participating at the forum. This event is organized with an aim of strengthening relations in terms of trade and economy between Ethiopia and Pakistan. The business and trade delegation are expected to stay in Addis Ababa from May 26th to May 31st, 2024, with several business engagements. Speaking on the occasion, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Burtukan Ayano, listed out the importance of holding such kinds of forums. Listen.
The Ethio-Pakistan Business Forum would play a significant role in enhancing economic partnership and strengthening the bilateral relations between Ethiopia and Pakistan. This forum will be an ideal platform for promoting and deepening economic cooperation between our two nations and presenting business and investment opportunities for the business community. I can assure you that there is an immense opportunity to invest in Ethiopia as Ethiopia is implementing a second phase homegrown economy reform where a key policy and legal reform measures and incentive-centered tools set in place to attract foreign investors.
Minister of Trade and Regional Integration, Gebremasqal Chala, for his part, mentioned Ethiopia's desire in strengthening economic diplomacy.
In alignment with the pillars of Ethiopian foreign policy, economic diplomacy plays the quintessential role. We recognize that the heart of foreign relation pulses, strongest in economic engagement. Hence, our homegrown economic reform agenda 2.0 is designed to amplify our nation's promise. These strides showcase our resolve to not only strengthen our market, but also to ensure that it serves as fertile ground for international collaborations, most notably with our esteemed partners from Pakistan.
Kaffa, a land known for its lush greenery. Hilly terrain and rich biodiversity. Kaffa is renowned as the birthplace of coffee. It is believed that coffee was first discovered in the forests of the Kaffa.
Coffee has a paramount social.
The area's ideal climate and soil conditions make it conducive to coffee cultivation.
ይህ በጣም አስገራሚ የተፈጥሮ መስህብ ነው። የከፋ ጥቅጥቅ ደኖች የተፈጥሮ እናት ቡና የሚያዛቸውን ያክል የሻይ፣ የቅመም፣ የአይነተ ብዙ እጽዋት መኖሪያ የመሆናቸውን ያክል ከነዚህ የውሃ ከርሰ ምድር ማዕፀኖች በሕይወቴ ካየኋቸው ድንቅ ፏፏቴዎች ቢያንስ 10ን ስቆጥር አንድ ብዬ የምጠራው በርታ ይህንን ይመስላል። እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ። ከኢትዮጵያ ጋር ነው የመጣችሁ። ውበቱንም ሞገሱንም የአካባቢውን ማማርም እናንተ ተመልከቱ። ይሄ ከቃል በላይ ነው።
Welcome back. The Ethiopian National Dialogue Commission disclosed that it will launch into the regional consultation stage of the National Dialogue come Wednesday, May 29, 2024. The announcement was made during a press briefing here today at the Commission's headquarters, attended by both local and international media. The Commission announced that over 2,500 delegates from 11 diverse societal factions will gather in Addis Ababa to engage in intensive dialogue, setting the agenda and selecting representatives for the nationwide dialogue. Johannes van Douwen has the following report.
Ever since its inception, the Ethiopian National Dialogue Commission has been diligently orchestrating a series of preliminary activities gearing up for the monumental task ahead. Notably, the Commission has already pinpointed representatives across 9 regions and 2 city administrations primarily to partake in the forthcoming national dialogue while actively laying the groundwork for the agenda-setting process.
The Ethiopian National Dialogue Commission is embarked on a very pivotal stage of its activities of the national dialogue. Today, as we stand here, it is the launching of the Addis Ababa, the metropolis of Ethiopia, where the citizens and its representatives will be participating in the process of the agenda gathering. This is a process whereby also they will elect the representatives who would be part and parcel of the upcoming national dialogue.
Now, the regional consultation stage of Ethiopia's current national dialogue is set to kick off on Wednesday, May 29, 2024. This announcement was made during a press briefing held today at the Commission's headquarters, attended by both local and international media. The consultation scheduled to take place in Addis Ababa will convene over 2,500 delegates representing 11 diverse societal factions. Approached by ABC World, Deputy Commissioner Hirut Gebreselassie of the Ethiopian National Dialogue Commission revealed the objectives for the regional consultation phase in Addis Ababa.
This coming Wednesday, we will start the regional chapters of the dialogue, which will consist of three main activities. Number one, people, selected representatives from all components of society, will sit down and discuss what they consider are the main issues that need to be resolved in this country for peace. They will discuss among themselves and identify the agenda items they consider important for the peaceful continuation of our country. Second, coming from various segments of society, they will have to agree on what the Addis Ababa city agenda is going to be. So they will have to discuss, analyze, rearrange, and agree on one set of agenda items. The second part. Third part, they will then choose the people that are going to represent them at the national dialogue level.
As relayed by the Commission, the tenure is characterized by the multi-tiered approach encompassing the identification of participants at regional, city and federal levels alongside representatives from the diaspora. Simultaneously, they are diligently collecting diverse agendas through public consultations, exhaustive studies and various channels, paving the way for robust deliberations. The Deputy Commissioner reiterated the government's commitment to implement the outcomes of the nationwide dialogue, emphasizing that while the government is a key stakeholder, the dialogue is driven by collective will, including that of the government.
The government is a stakeholder as other stakeholders. The government will be also sitting in the national dialogue. They are stakeholders as political parties, civic organizations, representative of the population, they are a stakeholder. And so the dialogue that will take place is expected to reach a consensus among participants, and the outcome of these discussions will be made public. They will be submitted to the government and the parliament for implementation.
In a significant stride towards inclusivity, the Commission is poised to embark on a statewide consultation phase in Addis Ababa, where discussions will ensure to curate the most pressing agendas.
And finally, as the host of the headquarters of the AU and the seat of various multilateral and bilateral accredited missions, delegations and institutions, in the words of its current foreign policy strategy document, Ethiopia carries a special responsibility for the AU. In an exclusive interview with EBC World, South Sudanese youth representative John Magok underscored that Ethiopia has played a critical role as a peace mediator, not only in the past but also in the current situations in South Sudan. Tigris Sarnisa has compiled the following report.
Ethiopia is the mother of African independence.
Ethiopia has made major contributions to the then OAU and now AU in multiple areas. Ethiopia's historical background served as a seabed from which the Pan-African Solidarity movement drew inspiration that culminated in the creation of the OAU in 1963.
እኛ አፍሪካውያን ዳኝነትና መብት ተነፍገን የቆየን ስለሆን ዛሬ
Ethiopia extended enormous political support for various anti-colonial and anti-apartheid struggles in Africa. Since the 1950s, in the Korean War and the Congo crisis, Ethiopia was one of the top troop contributing African countries to the UN and AU peacekeeping missions. At the host of the headquarters of the AU and seat of various multilaterally and bilaterally accredited missions, delegations, and institutions, Addis Ababa serves as a diplomatic hub of Africa, which, in the words of its current foreign policy strategy document, enables Ethiopia to carry a special responsibility for the AU approached by EBC, AU's Agriculture, Rural Development and Blue Economy Commissioner Josefa Leonel Sako stated that Ethiopia plays a vital role in enhancing visibility of the AU.
So I think we are also okay. We work very closely with the government of Ethiopia. We don't have any problem. And we have a big compound here with partners that help us to build these important headquarters. So we feel really proud to be, in one of our member states country. And, it's a continuous process, that African Union is becoming bigger and bigger, more visibility, and that's what we want.
The way we see ourselves as Africans, telling our own stories and shaping our own narratives must be our top priority.
South Sudanese Youth Representative John Magog, for his part, disclosed that Ethiopia played a critical role as peace mediator, not only in the past, but also in the current situations in his country, South Sudan.
So, and Ethiopia still play that critical role, even in playing, as a peace mediator, especially in my country, South Sudan. We do appreciate Ethiopia's role in bringing us peace in 2018, especially the current government of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. They play a very critical role in having peace in South Sudan and even in Sudan. And those contributions is what we want to replicate to have, sustainable peace across the continent. So we do appreciate that, not only Ethiopia hosting the African Union headquarters, but the role that they are playing.
Cameroonian representative further stressed that Ethiopia contributes immensely for the success of AU in multifaceted areas.
Starting from Ethiopia, Ethiopia, Addis Ababa is the capital of Africa, and you can feel it when you have this big summit. You see how many resources Ethiopia places in the hosting of these events.
Since the inception of the OAU and then later on the AU, Ethiopia has been cautiously optimistic and supportive of the integrationist project of the AU. The country currently prioritizes integration within the regional economic communities as a first step towards a continent-wide integration.
You're watching ABC World, a reminder of the top stories. National Dialogue Commission to commence regional dialogue phase on Wednesday.